Toxic people are insecure and always see themselves as the victim, but they are the abuser.
Hi everyone, how are you doing today? Today I want to talk about toxic people. These people are some of the most dangerous people you can be around because they can do damage to you, your family, and anybody that's around them. And so some of the signs that I want you guys to know about toxic people, because I'm sure you've run across them. Some of the things they say are, you don't deserve me. They think that they're the greatest thing on earth and somebody deserves them. You're pathetic. They're constantly putting you down. You're stupid. I hate you. You're a bad parent. I'm over this. These are terms that they constantly use, but they continue to be with someone and use these types of terms for them. Some of the traits that they have are they're dishonest, they tell lies, and make up things that aren't true, which are lies. They have a controlling tendency and they manipulate things to work for them. They will hurt their own child to control and manipulate someone. They never admit their mistakes. Everything is somebody else's fault. When they do something and it backfires, somebody else did it, or they'll manipulate it so that it looks like someone else did it. But they'll never take the blame for their own shortcomings. And a lot of times these are very insecure people who, by controlling others, makes them feel important. And that's so sad. They ignore things that you need. And if it's anything that you do need, they may try and act like they're giving it to you, but everything they do is for their own benefit. They're very, very judgmental people, and they're highly critical of everything you do because they want to be the ones that do it better. They are very jealous people, very jealous. And if you're in a relationship with these people, you are walking on eggshells because you don't want to upset them because the noise they can make, a bunch of yelling and screaming, and they have no discernment about themselves. They'll do it out in public. They'll do it. They'll let neighbors hear. They don't care. They'll do it in front of their kids. They don't care. It's crazy how toxic these people are, and they have no insight on what they're doing. They just lose it and they just go off. I've seen this several times, and for no reason. For some of the silliest reasons I've seen this. I know somebody who had broke something. Instead of saying, darn, I broke this, they went into a hissy fit. Hissy fit, went crazy, and just, it's like, wow. It kind of scared me to see somebody react to breaking something. It's like, you broke it, okay, so what? And they force you, if you're with them, they force you to do things for them to show other people that they are loved or cared for, such as buying them flowers so they can show it on social media and people think, oh, he really loves her or she really loves him. Look at the flowers they get. But that person has told them it's time to get me flowers. You know, please, if somebody give me flowers, I want it to be done because they really love me, not to show others that I'm loved. I know I'm loved. I know I'm loved. And there is constantly, they want you to praise them. They want you to say, oh, you're such a good mother. Oh, you're such a good father. Oh, you're such a good wife. Oh, you're such a good husband. All this fake praise. That's what it is. It's fake. Because that's what they think. They want you to say it. You have to say it to them. They want to be the only person that is getting praised. They want to be the only person. This is if you're involved in these toxic people. They want you to be they want to be the only person that you praise. They want to be the only person that you talk about. They don't want to hear you praise anyone else, only you. If you praise someone else, they get jealous. They are very insecure, jealous people. And I feel like it's a border of narcissist, but narcissism has to be diagnosed by a doctor. And I do know that. But these people, they try and make a life that is perfect. You know, we got that going on. That perfect life. They stay away from people who really know them, because this is a way for them to make that perfect life, and nobody really knows the truth, because as we know, social media can make you look like you have something that you don't. I have a cat. I really do. But I didn't realize she was really sitting up there. I just realized, hi. You gonna be in the video the whole time? Okay. So, yeah, but I love that little cat. Sometimes these people make me wonder, do they really know how to love others? Do you really want to see others that you say you love happy? Or do you not care? That's what I want to know. Because, you know, I have dealt with toxic people, and they just are so focused on themselves, and they have no empathy for other people. It's like, if they're with you, they don't want you to have love for anyone. You know, they'll show jealousy towards their own kids. If they see that a child is getting more attention than them, they get jealous. But that's that insecurity that they have about themselves, because they know they're not a good person. They're trying to be, but they don't know how to be, because it's not really in them. And a lot of times this is how they were raised, to be liars, to be someone who does only the perfect things. Even though they don't do perfect things, they want to present themselves as someone who is perfect. And that's really sad that someone does things like that to manipulate someone else to think that they're a great person, and they're not. They're really not. They have two faces, a good face and a bad face. And when you see the bad face, you know this is not a good person. This is not a good person, because the things that are coming out of their mouth, like I said, how can someone you love, you can call them stupid. You can call them pathetic. You don't deserve me. When somebody says you don't deserve me, that makes me think that they think that they're higher above you in the totem pole. And the thing about it, it's just terrible that people would actually feel this way about somebody that they're supposed to love and cherish, and they don't really care about that person. They never give the person that they're with what they want. They always make things and do things that are for them and force it on someone else. And if you don't like what they're doing, you know what is going to break out. And you know it's time to cut these toxic people out of your lives when you find yourself just sad around them. You can't be yourself around them. They tell you when to smile. They tell you when to cry. They tell you when to hug them. It's almost like you're a robot. And they want to control you. They have the remote to control your emotions, your displays of affection, your face. Smile. Be sad. They want to control everything you do. They want to control everything you say. They control their children. They control their own parents. They control everyone around them. And when people get sick of being controlled by them, they don't want to be around. No one wants to be around them. They have really no friends. But once you're around a toxic person and they start disrespecting your family for no reason, they don't even know your family really, but they start to disrespect your family, it's time for you to cut them off. And to me, a person who disrespects someone's mother or father, who loves this person, who raised this person, who is a wonderful person, but they're being controlled and manipulated by someone, it's time to cut them off. Let them go. You've done it before. You let go of toxic people before, and you can do it again. That's all I'm going to say about this. But I hope you guys don't have to deal with any toxic people in your life, because it can be difficult to let go of them, but it can be done. So you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video. And you know I love you. Bebe says I love you too. See you guys in the next video. Take care.